Alright, what is up, y'all? We got many interesting things going on in crypto land here with the American elections and all the top cryptocurrencies being in very critical places right now. I'd like to take a moment to run through some technical analysis with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, and maybe a little bit of Bidao here at the end. So if you like the sound of that, I'd like to ask you if you could please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And hit the bell icon to be notified of new uploads. So guys, let's take a look here at Ethereum. Ethereum is pretty interesting. We had a pretty substantial breakout from 380 to over 400. Flipping the 400 into support is very critical for the continued bullish momentum of Ethereum here. I'm really curious to see if 400 could hold. If 400 can hold, we have a lot of upside here in the near future. I'm on the lookout here for some kind of pullback or whether or not this can hold. We were in this descending triangle. Seem to have broken out bullishly, but we're consolidating sideways. We're really hitting the 400 support a lot, and the more times we hit a support level like that, the more likely we're to break through. And especially with a bullish breakout out of this descending triangle, for us to not have gotten up further, this is actually kind of worrying. I'm actually even considering a short with this. If we cannot make higher highs above 402, if we can't really get above 403, I think it's just inevitable that we're gonna fall below, given how many times we've been touching the 400. If we do fall below the 400, I'd consider a short here. Not financial advice, just talking about what I'm doing. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin's in a very similar place. We've broken above the 14,000, which is very interesting. Guys, I'm also gonna mention, we have an American election right now. It's in my opinion, it has not been decided as of yet, so we could still see a lot of volatility with the stock market that could affect Bitcoin. So that's just something I'm considering. I don't want to be in any position for a long period of time at this point, because I expect a lot of volatility until this American election stuff has all been definitively settled. But guys, Bitcoin's in a pretty similar space with Ethereum. We had this ascending triangle. We broke out bullishly, but we don't seem to be breaking out definitively. Now Bitcoin is looking more bullish in my opinion, because we're getting higher lows, and yeah, this could be argued we're getting higher highs as well. So I think Bitcoin's looking more bullish than Ethereum for the moment. I want to see this play out a little bit more, continue to make higher highs before I enter a long. Given that we're just hovering above the 14, there's a strong chance we could fall down and retest the 14 or break through it or break below it. So I want to see this play out some more before I'd ever consider a trade. Also, I want to see how we react off our EMAs on these larger time frames. Yeah, guys, we've been pumping so hard. We're pretty far away from our EMAs on these larger time frames. Yeah. This could potentially be a bullish candle here. Oh, what candle was I looking at where it was like, give me a sec. Okay, yeah, see this? This is another reason why I think Ethereum is kind of bearish right now. Super long wick to the upside on the hourly. So, who knows, guys? This all depends on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin continues to pump, Ethereum will likely follow suit. But that very long wick to the upside is very telling for me, especially on the hourly. I feel like that's, yeah, this doesn't look like it has a lot of strength to me, especially with us we keep testing support at 400, but hey, it looks like we're testing resistance right now at 403. If we can go above 403, close a few candles above the 403 on the 5 and the 1, I'd say that looks very I'd say that looks bullish at that point. But I'd want to see continuation of this pattern, because this could just be a fake out. So let's check out Chainlink. Chainlink is pretty goddamn bullish. Look at this, guys. Yeah, look, we're making lower highs, lower lows. We broke through a bunch of critical supports, extremely bearish. But with these breakouts, this could potentially be looking good. Though we're right up against substantial resistance, as we can tell by these long wicks to the upside. So, we're gonna have to see how this plays out, how we react to these critical resistances here. We're up against the what is this? The 100 EMA on the hourly. So yeah, that's pretty significant resistance, guys. If we could flip the 100 exponential moving average On the hourly, I'd say Chainlink is pretty bullish. But and you know, this is a lot of bullish price action, so this is good to see. But until we flip perhaps the 100 EMA on the hourly into support, personally speaking, not, you know, this isn't financial advice. I'm just talking about what I'm looking out for. You know, this could be a rejection. So we'll just have to see how that plays out. Let's look at the lower time frames here. Yeah, it's so interesting how we're playing off my resistances that I've drawn before, from like way back when. Let's see what kind of pattern. So yeah, so we did have like a wedge here that we broke out of, and I wouldn't be surprised if we're currently forming another wedge. I would not be surprised if we like form another wedge here and then have another breakout. We'll see here, guys. I think this all hedges on Bitcoin. And another thing to consider with Bitcoin is the stock market, guys. So the American election brings a lot of volatility and uncertainty. And in my opinion, the American election has not been settled. Not all the votes have been counted. You know, so I think we still have to see how the American election is definitively decided before I personally would be comfortable holding any kind of trade anywhere long term. Any trade I'd take right now would be very short term, because you know, any kind of news with the American election could just send the stock market, you know, into a loop here. So yeah, that's my opinion with that. Now, before I wrap up, let's take a quick look here at Bidao. So Bidao had an exchange listing on Hotbit. What was it, today? Yeah, and it's gone down quite a bit. Now, I've mentioned before in the past how with these small DeFi altcoins, technical analysis, I believe, is not as relevant as market cycles are. So I think if Bidao can just be successful in the long term, release their mainnet launch, and just work, I think in the long term, Bidao has a good chance of being successful. It's good to see that we dipped below the penny, which was the ICO price, and we bought back up. I believe this was probably price manipulation by one whale who wanted to drive down the price, cause panic selling, scoop up a bunch of that liquidity, and then you know, put in large orders, and that would have pumped the price, which it has. That mixed with the Hotbit listing, this upward direction just makes sense. We just want to see how this plays out. See, it's not good to see that we're making lower highs, lower lows, but we're basically riding this this support line here. This what was resistance now flipped into support. So we'll see how this plays out. You know, this could very easily just consolidate sideways, continue to ride this line downward and break down. For me to want to see this bullish trend continue, I want to see us definitively break above the 1.5. Once we do that, this in my mind would be like, once we can hold above the 1.5 definitively and move above it, I would say this is in a bullish trend. But for now, I think price action is very uncertain. I would not be comfortable trading this. I'm not going to trade this. It's for people to like. I mean, this is on Hotbit now, and this is on Polynex, so I suppose you can trade this easily. But I believe day trading on Uniswap is very difficult unless you're dealing with a large amount of money. I mean, you can use platforms like Unitrade where it's easier with like limit orders and stuff like that. But yeah, point being, I'm not sure of Bidao's direction for the moment, because we had this breakout. This is good, but in the short term, we're trending bearish. So all in all, in the near term, I believe this is all extremely uncertain. For this to really be a bullish breakout of a new trend, I'd want to see us flip the 1.5 into support, and then I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'd be confident saying, okay, we're now in a new bullish trend. But who knows how long that would last. So we'll see how this plays out, guys. Yeah, if Bidao, releases any more exchange listings or anything like that, I'll update you guys here on the channel. Now, before I wrap up the video here, I'd like to take the opportunity to talk about a cryptocurrency that I recently invested in. Their initial coin offering, it's called GSX. It's by Apollo Fintech. The whole gist of this cryptocurrency is that it is gold-backed security. Apollo Fintech has these mines. They're saying a portion of the profits from their mining operations will go to actually backing the cryptocurrency with gold itself. So I found that an interesting idea. They're currently offering a 62% sign-up bonus. They're working on a Binance listing. They have their timeline here. So if you guys decide to, if you guys look into this and you like it and you decide you want to participate, I invite you to check out the link in the description down below. You get a 5% sign up bonus if you sign up using that link, and I get a commission based off that. But before you guys do, I really want to encourage everyone to please do your own research, have your own risk assessment, understand your own risk tolerances. Investing in cryptocurrency can always be risky, and initial coin offerings even more so, because due to the new nature of it. So I'm also going to leave a link down to the white paper so you guys can check out their white paper, their website as well. Also, if you look at the channel, a few videos back, I put out a video talking about all the pros and cons that I see with this project. So if you're interested in kind of hearing both sides of what I think with the risks and the pros are with this, check out that video, because I go into the pros and cons more in depth than I will be doing here. But yeah, guys, do your own research. And if you like it, use that link. You'll get a sign up bonus, and I get a commission based off that. So that's it, y'all. Take care.